Hi, everyone. This is Gary and Charles with our second episode of BAYLYTS. And we want to talk to you about our adventure today. This is Friday. What date is it?
It's Friday, the 2nd of February.
2nd of February. And Mr. Groundhog did not see his shadow. That was big news this morning. And we're supposed to have an early spring, but we'll see. We've had a lot of rain here in the Bay Area, and more is expected, and snow in this year, and we're really excited about that. But more to the point, we want to tell you about a little, actually, kind of a big adventure today. And we try to support our community quite a bit. And Charles set up this meeting today. And Charles, so tell us a little bit about that. What happened today?
Well, I guess one of the places I want to first start off with is that I am just so glad that we've had so much rain the past few days. And we're actually, in terms of San Francisco rainfall totals, we are over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
we
that.
are over the average rainfall total for this
The season
period
so
today.
far.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's
And
great to hear.
Very, very exciting.
It's great to hear.
So thanks.
Things are working
Yeah.
in the universe.
Nature is working despite
Something's working.
despite global warming. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty fabulous. Also, Gary and I are very excited about some city elections that are coming up.
Yes.
March 5th, I believe.
March 5th. Yes, that's right. We got the ballots yesterday.
We got the ballots
Yeah,
yesterday,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we're hoping to make some positive changes here in the city.
Yeah,
We could certainly use them.
yeah.
And so that's kind of like general news. Really important to us folks. Rain and maybe some improvements in our political climate. Those are good things. So Gary and I went off to PRC, which was formerly known as the Positive Resource Center.
Oh, so
And
I thought it was still known as Positive Resource Center.
they have shortened it to PRC.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. Okay.
Yeah. You probably thought that because I keep on calling them Positive Resource Center.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We had a wonderful meeting with Randy Paul, who is their Chief Development Officer.
Yeah.
A very charming
Right.
and well-spoken
Right.
young lady.
And we found out her kids go to the school, McKinley School, right down in our
Yeah,
neighborhood.
which
Yeah.
is so cool. And so there's that kind of nice connection, that friendly connection that we have with her. And so we met with Randy. She took us on a tour of the PRC Center, which is actually a beautiful building. And
Yeah, where is it located again?
It's at 170 9th Street.
Okay.
And their facility was designed by Gensler and Associates, a well-known leading San Francisco-based architecture
Yeah.
firm.
They did a great job with that.
Yeah,
That's great.
and
Yeah.
Gensler donated their services.
Even better.
Even better. And it's a beautiful, very, very bright, open space. So Randy, she took us on this really great tour of their facility. So Positive Resource Center, they are involved in so many different aspects of helping people in need, gay, lesbian, queer folk in need, people with HIV, people who have substance abuse issues, and so on. And they've taken over a number of different housing areas here in the city.
So they're providing housing also to people?
Apparently, yes. They're providing housing. It's kind of like interim housing to help people get back on their feet.
Right.
They're having substance abuse issues, or perhaps they're just having trouble paying rent and so on and so forth, or getting them off the streets and
So
and all
important,
that.
right?
It is very important, and one of the things, in fact, we talked about with Randy is how everything in terms of people's rehabilitation begins with having a safe place to go to at night and to fall asleep at and all that, and so I just love that, and I love the fact that the organization has grown. Their office space is beautiful, and they not only help in terms of housing programs and helping people who have substance abuse issues, but they also provide legal assistance or legal help, rental help, and the like. And so it's just amazing.
Yeah, one thing I thought she mentioned, correct me if I'm wrong, is that they also help people find employment.
Yes, they do. In fact,
which
thank
is
you.
Great.
Well,
that's a.
Thank you for mentioning that, and I've been acquainted with the Positive Resource Center for many, many years, and they've always been an organization that has touched my heart, and I have just really found them to be just a premier organization that does a lot of great research, helps people get back on their feet. I'm familiar with some of the classes that they do, helping people who may have lost their businesses because they had HIV and they were very sick, and then they had to close down their businesses, and this organization has helped them get back on their feet, and I mean, it's amazing.
That classroom that we went to, they were training people to help other people, is what I understood, and the teacher was really very, very good. Seemed very effective.
He certainly did, and he knew how to write on a straight line on a whiteboard, something that I've always found very challenging.
You just go like this. You go like one fell swoop across.
Well, that you can, but and when I do it, it's kind of at an angle for whatever reason.
Just go straight across.
Gary, we can't all be like you.
Well, I'm not too sure you want to be.
You're absolutely right. In fact, it was wonderful having this tour, because that classroom training that you were speaking about, Gary, was amazing. So this peer-to-peer training that these folks are going through is wonderful, because people who PRC is trying to help, it really gives a person a sense of confidence and a sense of, this person knows what I've been through, to be able to speak with a peer, with someone who's been through that, and so on.
Yeah, I think that's so important.
It really increases.
And then they can open up and to them and actually help move forward in their life.
Move forward in their life, and there's just a lot of confidence that people have. Well, anyway, I had the opportunity to make a nice donation to PRC, and it's part of my commitment. I think it's yours too.
Yes.
To help people help themselves, especially locally here in San Francisco.
Right.
And just like Gary, I'm a donor to a variety of different organizations, and some of the organizations that I earmarked for helping are PRC, Shanti, SF AIDS Foundation, and Open Hand.
Yeah. These are local organizations.
These are local, yeah.
And it's important to, we really feel it's important to act locally, and if you could, what's the saying goes, if you could help one human being have a positive impact in their life, it's so important.
Well, one of the things that you've always said, Gary, is that when we give, we're actually helping ourselves.
Yes.
We're actually giving to ourselves.
Right.
And I probably didn't phrase it as well as you did, or have.
Well, I think I cheated a little bit, because I don't know, in one of my acquaintances may have said something like, when you give a gift, it's really about you. Okay.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
So I shared actually with the folks from PRC how I had participated in in an after-work program where I had the privilege of delivering meals and grocery bags
All right.
to folks. This was with Project Open Hand.
Yeah. Which is a big organization in the city now,
Yeah,
right?
started and founded by Ruth Brinker in the 80s, I guess.
Wow.
And I actually got to, I did this for maybe 6 months or thereabouts, but I got to go and visit, well, not so much visit, but deliver food to various people. And I was joking that I had always wondered what the Project Open Hand meals were like, because they all sort of smell the same. Good, by the way.
Wait,
The
breakfast, lunch, and dinner are we talking about, or just dinner?
dinner, as far as I know.
Okay.
Dinner, as far as I know. But I always thought that was so funny.
Well, what was that story that you said that you used to deliver after work, and you were dressed in a
Yes.
you
So I did this after I finished work, and in those days here in the Bay Area.
This is before Grubhub and DoorDash and
Yes.
all the other stuff.
But in those days, people actually dressed up in suits.
Oh, oh yes, yes,
in the 90s and
a
beforehand.
tie also. I
yes,
assume.
I had a suit
Oh
on.
my God!
And
Now it's hoodies, right?
Now it's hoodies and jeans,
Jeans,
which I didn't mind, by the way. I thought that was fine. But so in those days, those were suit days, and so as a result, whenever I went, I did this every Friday on meal deliveries. I was dressed in a coat and tie, and usually a suit actually. And I remember this one lady saying, "Well, geez, Charles, you don't really have to wear a suit to deliver meals to us." And I said, "Yeah, but actually, I do this after I get off from work."
That's great.
That was very funny.
That's great.
That was very
That's
funny.
great.
But it was an exhilarating, an exciting thing for me.
Yeah.
It really was. I appreciated the opportunity to make a difference in other people's lives.
Well, I think I know it's really important to us, and I think we're all here to. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but to help each other, get through the day. It's hard being human, particularly in our society and these days, and we need to kind of lower the tension in the universe.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting the doorbell. You may have heard it. Anyway, lower the tension in our universe and help each other.
So, Gary, speaking of doing things for other people, I know that you've done grocery bagging or something like that.
Oh, well, that I did for myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, but no, I thought you did something with the food bank.
Well, I've done things, but not as active as you. I hope to be, I think we helped. Oh, actually, we've helped Thanksgiving for the senior
right.
citizens. We actually served them, cooked and actually served them some meals at the senior center. Actually, I used to take our dog, Hubble, to the Children's Hospital for cancer patients.
That's so
and
amazing,
they would
Gary.
pet him. I would do that like after work and stuff. And but I think it's really important to
give
help
and to share.
each other. Anyway, this was a great day, Charles. Thank you for introducing me to the PRC, and I look forward to more discussions with them and perhaps helping them with their mission.
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
So
thanks,
everyone, and you have a great evening, day, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Take care, and thanks for listening to podcast number 2 from BAYLYTS with Gary and Charles.